So which is why I thought ki why not I combine both the strategies and let the market tell me what it wants to do rather than me telling the market कि मुझे ये करना है या ये मेरा view है. So what I've done is effectively I have created a combined version of the two, which is what my strategy is. It's called the pick strategy. So I've taken a calendar spread, which we've just seen, the put calendar spread, and I have added an iron condor on top of it. And that is the strategy. It's not rocket science. I've taken two basic things, put it together, but jo combination hai, you will just see the result in front of your eyes by just adding two ideas together. The result is much better. So that's where the strategy has its origin. Any questions?
Nice. No, it's so nicely explained, and so it's like picture perfect. I'm eager to see how do you implement it.
Thank you, sir. So just in the next slide, and we will be implementing it. So yeah, so like I was just saying, we've okay, I'll actually come to the slide 1 second later. अभी जैसे विवेक सर ने बोला कि हमें आप बताइए हमें कि how you will actually implement it. So what I'm doing is now we already have a calendar in place. So, or shall I start from scratch? Shall I do it on this existing setup, or shall I do a new one, sir, from the start?
नहीं, इसी सेटअप में ऐड कर सकते हैं जैसा आपको कंफर्टेबल हो.
तो हाँ, तो बेसिकली ये अपना पुट कैलेंडर है. सो आई विल try and show you from the start. और एक्चुअली वीडियो है तो आई विल जस्ट बिल्ड इट ऑन दिस बिकॉज यू कैन ऑलवेज रिप्ले द वीडियो एंड सी इट. तो आप ऑलरेडी आपने कैलेंडर आपने बना चुका है which is there. Okay. Now what we will do essentially is we will add a iron condor on top. तो अब आपने iron condor जो बना रहे हैं, you take the nearer expiry. So you take the 29th July expiry, and the software itself is telling you कि where do I place it now. iron condor में यहाँ पे तो अपन ने randomly डाल दिया था 500 पॉइंट ऊपर and 200 पॉइंट नीचे. बट अगर अपन थोड़े साइंटिफिक देखें तो you can use the advantage of which shows you the 1 SD distance, जो आपका ये 1 sigma दिखाता है, 1 standard deviation का, which you can use that as a benchmark कि आपका जो strategy है will work at least 60-70% of the time. That is what this 1 sigma represents.
क्या बात है, ये तो मतलब किसी ने टच नहीं किया ये पॉइंट. तो ये 1 सिग्मा तो क्या 2 सिग्मा किसी ने नहीं बताया, रघु ने भी नहीं बताया. बहुत सही, वेरी गुड ऑब्जर्वेशन.
थैंक यू सर. So basically I've taken the upper strike. तो ये अपन देख रहे हैं कि it is at 1683. तो हम थोड़े conservative है तो we will take the nearest strike on the upside. So we will take 16100.
Okay.
And we will change it to a call option. And we will sell that option. अभी premium prices are very low, so लोगों को लगेगा कि भाई ये 7 रुपए का ऑप्शन बेच के क्या कमाने वाले हैं. बट इन डिफरेंट टाइम जब हाई प्रीमियम रहेगा, जब आप और ज्यादा कमा सकते हैं, तो कॉन्सेप्ट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. एंड वंस यू फिगर आउट दैट, फिर ऑटोमेटिकली विल मेक द अमाउंट्स. तो हमने अभी कॉल साइड का जो था, वी हैव डन अ कॉल साइड, वी हैव सोल्ड एन ऑप्शन एंड बॉट एन ऑप्शन. तो आधा आपका आयरन कॉन्डोर बन चुका है, विच इज ऑन द कॉल साइड. अब एग्जैक्टली द सेम थिंग आप डाउनसाइड में करेंगे, where you go to the 1 sigma line, और आप देख रहे हैं कि भाई 15650 approximately is the downside जो सॉफ्टवेयर आपको बता रहा है. तो जैसे मैंने बताया है कि we will be more conservative, we will take one strike lesser. So we will go to 15600 and short that option for 17 rupees. And we will add the same distance रखेंगे. तो here we have kept a gap of about 200 points. So यहाँ पे भी we will go 200 points lower, which is 15400. We will go and buy that option जो है.
और जो कैलेंडर हमने कर रखा है वो ATM पे है.
ATM पे बिल्कुल.
ओके.
तो अब you are able to see कि आपका कैलेंडर वाला जैसे वो टेंट था, वो टेंट है आपका. So you are able to identify it's like a calendar. एंड जो आपका आयरन कॉन्डोर वाला पोर्शन है, यू हैव सोल्ड कॉल, सोल्ड अ पुट, फिर आपने कॉल खरीदा है एंड फिर आपने पुट खरीदा है। तो अब आप देखेंगे द स्टैटिस्टिक्स, जो मेरा पहले कैलेंडर में से 45% था, इट इज इंक्रीज टू 68%. What my max profit was has jumped up. वो उसमें 2500 था, अब ये 3400 हो गया. बट द ड्रॉबैक इज वहां पे मेरा रेशियो 1:1 था, वो 1:1 नहीं रहा. I have to take a slightly bigger hit and my loss has increased. It has become 11,400. But my risk reward has improved also. जो अपना कॉन्डोर में था, एन कॉन्डोर में, it was 0.05, that has improved to 0.3.
Okay.
तो मेरा रिस्क रिवॉर्ड भी बढ़ रहा है, एब्सोल्यूट टर्म्स में मेरा जो अमाउंट है वो भी बढ़ रहा है. My probability of success has also increased when given to a pure calendar. So I have got the best of iron condor and यहाँ पे तो iron condor and high probability, तो मेरे को high probability मिल गई. I've got the best of calendar, which is a large profit amount, which I've got it here. Loss जो है, which is very comparable to the iron condor, जो यहाँ पे आपका 9,000 था, it's only gone up marginally and become 11,000. My risk reward has improved, it's become better. जो मेरा range था has also become better. So here it is 660 to 16,078. तो आपको almost 500 point range मिल रहा है. So having chosen an iron condor of a different strike, of a lower strike, this is 15,500. Here we've taken 15,600. So having taken 100 points closer strike, I've still got 500 points. So it's giving me the same type of range as an iron condor. Almost. So you are able to see that I'm getting all the benefits of an iron condor, which is the stability, higher profit, higher probability of profit, and I'm getting a high ROI from the calendar part of it. And the margin requirement is also only 60,000 rupees.
Right.
So what was 40,000? You've got 40,000. उससे आप nominally ज़्यादा pay कर रहे हैं, but your 1% return, which was here, has now become a 5% return or 6% return.
Right.
So for me personally, if you see, this covers 60-70% of the probability of what the market will do in the next 1 week, which is a good probability to have in your favor. You're making a good amount of money. 6% is your max profit. You will make probably lesser than that, but still, even if you make half of this, you're still making 3% return. So 3% return will still be 1,500 rupees. इसका आधा अगर लेंगे तो you still make a large amount of money, and it is risk defined at all points of time. So there is no fear if what happens if there's a gap down or gap up. You can sleep peacefully. You know that at the most I will lose only this much. Obviously, if you want to reduce the number, आप ये strike का width आप कम कर सकते हैं. I've kept 200 points. You can reduce it to 100 points, and then you will get a lesser max amount. तो आप इसमें tweak कर सकते हैं. What I intend to show you is the concept, the strategy itself. But once you absorb it, आप खुद का आपका मानने लगोगे, तो you can play around with it a lot more. आप ये 1 SD के बदले आप 2 SD कर सकते हैं. आप ये 200 point width के बदले आप 100 point width कर सकते हैं. आप put calendar के बदले आप call calendar कर सकते हैं. So lot more variations are possible in this, and that's why it's a very flexible strategy also, if you ask me.
अच्छा, मुझे एक बात बताइए, ये जितने भी कैलकुलेशन करते हैं तो आप एक्सपायरी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से करते हैं, बट ये क्या पोजीशंस एक्सपायरी पे थोड़ी ना छोड़ देंगे?
नहीं, तो इसलिए ही हमने क्या देखते हैं कि ये T+0 लाइन जो आता है, this tells you what happens on a daily basis.
अच्छा.
And the idea is to hold it till expiry. काफी लोग बोलते हैं कि आप पहले निकल जाइए, वो भी आप कर सकते हैं, वो भी अपन स्लाइड में डिस्कस करेंगे. But the intention is कि जितना इसमें से आप निकाल सकते हो 3,400 में से, you want to try and take it out, to try and max out the profit that you can get.
Okay.
And because it's risk defined, you have very high probability of success. So you want to stay on as long as possible, because there is no disadvantage. अगर आप if you take it today and close it tomorrow, आप ये 3,000 का आप 300 रुपए कमाओगे, बट वो 300 रुपए कमाने के बाद आपका ये कैपिटल फ्री पड़ा है बाकी 4 दिन. So what is it going to do? It's not giving you any return. So when you're already on a successful idea, just let it be. If it's not troubling you in any way, because it is generating to you return every day, even in your sleep, because theta is working in your favor. And this is the theta part. So you're able to see. Oh, I think this is not refreshed. Oh no, ये iron नहीं screen. I think software में ये update नहीं हो रहा है. Greeks update नहीं हुए हैं, but basically you are going to have a positive theta, which means that even in your sleep you'll be making money.
Okay.
And similarly, जैसे अगर market volatile होता है तो भी आप market में money बनाओगे क्योंकि you have a calendar spread which is there. So you normally have 2 Greeks working for you, and that is what I've kind of covered here in this slide, where we've taken the high profit probability from the iron condor, and we've taken the high return on investment from the calendar spread.
Okay.
We've combined those two, and we've created the strategy. The other advantage from a technical standpoint of view is that you have 2 Greeks working for you. Normally, option seller they benefit only from theta, and all the other Greeks normally works against them. But in this particular case, Vega is also going to work in your favor. Theta is also going to work in your favor. So that is the other advantage of strategy. Third strategy is, if you look at the absolute amount, the profit is more than either of the 2 strategies, which is what we've seen. In Iron Condor, we were making only 500 rupees. In the calendar, we were making 2,400 rupees. But by combining both of them, we are able to make a larger sum, which is 3,400 rupees. So absolute money-wise, अगर आप देखेंगे, तो you are making 3,400, which is more than the individual strategies combined.
Investments in the securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.